want to welcome everybody to Bitcoin Spike. This is London. Let's go through some technical analysis on Bitcoin. Nice moves, guys. Nice day. I let the VIP know last night in the back. That's our top level of membership. Essentially that there was a one-way ticket down. And I said that would not be for me. I was not looking for negative pricing last night. Congratulations to all the VIP who traded. We'll go through the technicals today. Looks like we're in a bit of a triangulation, trying to break out of a triangulation. We'll go through BTC and the details, what this confirmation may mean right now along prior resistance, trying to confirm as support for a move to the upside. Beautiful day in terms of the price action. You guys know your alts were moving, et cetera, guys, up about 4.24% from that low to the current price. Now, we've been watching GMT. I'm in a short, and I have some stacked shorts above. I wanted to catch this top. I caught this top up to a 280% return, guys. I'm about 180, 190% right now. Looking, when will I close my short on GMT? Guys, a lot of price action to the upside. You understand that we trade on leverage. We enjoy that, guys. And if you day trade, we'd love to have you join our VIP top level of membership as you go into our Twitter. And congratulations to Elon and company. You'll see this link right here, or hit the join button on your YouTube. There we go, on your YouTube. And we'd love to have you in the back. A lot of guys in the back, just a ton of good charts, etc. A lot of good things going on. So GMT, I'm in the mix right now. I have some orders stacked above in terms of shorts. If it wants to move up, I'm ready for additional positive price action. Looks like it's trying to move up right now. We're going to look at Luna. Luna looks like she could be formulating a pretty nice bull flag. Bam. Could be interesting, guys, on Luna. I'm looking for this move along support to traject back to that level of resistance. That'd be a great move, guys. Up to about a 6.5% move there would be a sweet move on leverage. Also, Kyber, we're going to keep paying attention to a chart that looks like this without a doubt. Beautiful moves for Kyber. And Ape, of course, up along a line of resistance here across the top. Good price action yesterday. VIP have been trading Apes, guys, I'd say quite well. Sheeb has my attention. Formerly has my attention. Incoming Sheeb. I'm going to tell you, it has my attention. I've been saying that the last several days. I'll probably be saying that the next several days. So, look at who's here. My man, Angel Matos in the house. Angel, what's up, brother? Nice to see you today. Hope everything's going well, brother. What's going on? Hello, Angel. Got a shout out in the chats to Angel real quickly. Let's see what we got. A little bit of price action on GMT. Looks like it's rolling. We got that confirmation incoming potentially on, I'm going to say on BTC. Angel, I know you're trading. Congratulations on your trades. All I want to say is congratulations on your trades. One guy I can count on to always trade is Angel. Just love it, brother. Can't say enough about you, brother. Just honestly, in terms of your willingness to trade, it's not that difficult. It's not that easy, but just it makes the difference when you're able to trade. And I just got to say, guys, Angel involves invested in Bitcoin at $7.79. You guys know that. And just so excited that you're here, Angel. Continually, just every time you show up, it makes my day, brother. Hope everything is going well. And we'd love to hear about some of your trades, what you got cooking. And let me see what we got here. You guys shout out with me and Angel in the chat if you'd like to. I'm going to say, Angel, boom. There we go in the chats. My man, I'm going to ask, how are those trades? How are those trades? Boom. I got to know, Angel. How are the trades, my man? What's going on in the market with you? What's going on? I want to hear about some good trades. I want to hear about some what's on the radar. What have you been looking at? Angel is just guys, it's great to have Angel just because he doesn't what would we say, doesn't have to make time. He just makes time to trade. He's been around Bitcoin, guys, since the beginning, and he doesn't, you're just a testament to everything, Angel. And I'm not even, I could blow sunshine somewhere else if I wanted to. I'm not that kind of guy. You guys know me. That ain't the story here. I appreciate people who trade, and Angel, you just number one in my book, my man. Can't find anybody else who likes the market as much as you do, or me, or anybody. I just can't find that. So it's nice to have you here, my man. Hope the family's well. Everybody from Orion to Sebastian to Eden Rain to Nikki to everybody. I hope everybody's doing great and hope you guys had a good time this last weekend. We love those photos. What a nice surprise with those photos. Going to doctor up some lines here real quickly and just maybe a kind of a draft quick draw on Dogecoin. Okay, it's Doge coming into contact with. Let's look at this in terms of, I have my deep core accumulation on right now. Let me go back to the regular schedule. Let's see, Z low with the pattern accumulation. Let me go into those those Fibonacci's, and that will have the 78.6 on it. So let me go ahead and do that. Let me change these colors around just a bit. Let me go green on some of these. We're going to go green today on the fibs. Once you guys, although that's not a bad look that I just had. If you look at this, guys, you know, some VIP wondered in the beginning. Now, let me see. Was rerunning past streams important to have a pulse? Hey, hey, absolutely, huh? That's what do we say? That's bam. That's money there. Rerunning past streams, boom. We go bull for that. Found some great patterns in BTC. VIP found just finding some great patterns. Spent a lot of time in the pattern work with with Bitcoin, and absolutely always. That's one of the things of VIP and Angel. You know this. VIP know this. We're just when I spend a lot of time on patterns, on frameworks, on patterns, etc. And I really, make an effort to get it to the VIP first. And it's there's nothing nothing wrong with getting it to VIP first. It's just like my crew. That's my group. You know, that's my team, right? That's who we prefer to trade together. That's who we are. So the market is prime for the bulls. I like to hear that, my man. And yeah, how many people know that we're just in this beautiful descending wedge here? It's just a really nice formation that we would look at here to counteract all of the bearish patterns. And Angel, I just know that when I'm telling people in the back, etc., even if I'm bringing up a bearish pattern right now, for instance, I'll bring this up, and I brought this up in a tweet last night. Just pay attention to this. This was specified. They would call it a reverse symmetrical triangulation. And in terms of that, the reverse symmetrical triangulation, you see that as we would standardly define a symmetrical triangulation, bam, as such, this is a reverse symmetrical triangulation. Now, within the aspect that you guys have to know me a little bit, right? I will state something. I'll bring it up in terms of the overall, I'd say for Twitter, etc. I'll tweet that. But in the back, guys, you guys got to know in the back, I'm letting people know. It's like, yes, it's supposed to be bearish. However, we're along support, right? It's supposed to be bearish. That's a bearish. This is supposed to act as a continuation pattern just so that we identify it. However, you're going to have to get through, the market's going to have to get through this level of support. So in a vacuum, yes, I'd say that this is per the TA authorities. Yes, this is a bearish pattern. However, we're going to have to get through. A specified level of support. Not going to be easy, guys. This level of support, and we're still at a mid-level function. I call this more or less a mid-level function in the entirety of this range. So while other people have been panicking, you're not going to find that here. And Angel, thank you for being around, because it's just let me say. Have not driven L Bank yet. Okay, the market is prime for all bulls. Have not driven L Bank. Oh man, L Bank is the ride. I'm going to say that real quickly. L Bank is the ride. Here we go. The ride. You're going to have fun with it when you do, and a lot of gains that I really think you're going to have a blast trading, and it's going to be really great for your bottom line in 2022. That's my bottom line to you, brother. I really believe that. And yeah, prime time bull in the house. We see some good indications right now. Of course, we need buyers to continue to. And I need to say this. Thank you for the update on L Bank. Thank you. Let me put that just for you on L Bank. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that very much, Angel. That helps me kind of interface a little bit, just because I like to see the trades of the group, etc., and see who is trading, because a lot of the information, you guys have to understand, a lot of the information that I bring is really geared towards trading, right? I spend a lot of time doing that. I love to trade. And in terms of the overall group, I gear it towards people that are actively trading, right? As we would look at the kind of the different moves, etc., like on Luna. Are people trading, or are they, I won't say it's not trading. It's definitely still trading, but to the extent, and I kind of intended to have this discussion today, because not everyone's going to trade at light speed. Not everyone wants to trade heavy leverage as well. A lot of people find that attractive. What I'll say here, and while I'm stating that, let me go ahead and put in the link for L Bank. Just definitely need to do this. And guys, we're so excited about Twitter. We are so hyped about Twitter. Did you see what Elon just wrote? And guys, we need to cover this. This is important for our group, because we're based on Twitter. I just love this. Let's look at what Elon just wrote here. Very exciting to see this. And Elon, we're huge. We're not just big fans. Like, no, this is really big stuff. Just they came out. Twitter DM should have end-to-end encryption like Signal, so no one can spy on or hack your messages. Boom. Love that. You guys know we already have the rooms in the back. Very, very important. And we're excited about that enhanced level of security. I've always talked about the enterprise level of security that Twitter has. Now it's going to be like encrypted. It looks like we're going to have some encryption. That's really exciting, guys. Looking for some good updates there. In terms of, guys, if you want to protect the space, I mean, it's funny, I keep saying that. It's like, it's enhanced security, et cetera. Now it looks like Elon is on that same wavelength in terms of even his, definitely ours, right? As we would look at the framework of VIP in 2022, what are we trying to accomplish? We're building, right? So that's exciting, guys. Now this is the difference, guys, and I hope that you guys can plug into this. I'd like to just bring this maybe for some discussion or otherwise in terms of the technical. Now, in terms of rid of scammers. There we go. What's up, Sean? Nice to see you, Sean. Hope you get rid of scammers. Yeah, absolutely. Just like a clean place, everybody to have fun, etc. would be nice. And Sean, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Looking at the framework, understand we have a few patterns in play here. However, as you look at the technicals, you have to understand kind of the goal / the function of kind of VIP, what I do, what I'm kind of geared towards doing. I like to book trades. I like to book them quickly. Angel knows even on heavy cash, I like to book trades quickly. I like bam, bam. That's how I'm geared. I literally today I forced myself, and I want to let you guys know, to try and connect a little bit more with you and your style. Angel, particularly you. I'll say this because I know your style. As you're trying to open to maybe some different ways of trading, etc. I literally opened up to today the notion that I would want to schedule in, just like a lot of people schedule in along the bottom, lower levels, etc. I decided to schedule in across the top with shorts. I just did this on GMT. GMT had a great move. If you guys were paying attention, absolutely, GMT was one of those running, phenomenal, has been a running phenomenal 30x coin. Very important as you would look at the price action on GMT. Nobody's missed GMT, guys. Nobody in VIP has missed. I'm just going to say that as a matter of fact, Nobody has missed GMT, period. And I know this. I know this, guys. So congratulations to everybody on GMT. It's been moving, right? To the extent that we're in kind of a secondary level here. Just understand that I decided today, what essentially that I came up with the framework. I'm like, not everyone can connect with maybe the level of risk and precision that could be. And Luke, what is up, my man? How's it going, Luke? I have to shout out to Luke and to Sean. And guys, Angel's in the mix. He was the first one here, so you guys shout out to Angel. We gotta make this a group VIP stream. I'm so excited, guys. We're doing good. We got a lot of good stuff going on. We got a lot of price action on GMT, for instance. Now, some of the other coins were quiet, a bit quiet, but when GMT got up and out, I sent it to VIP, literally, just here, just right in this area, just about to blast. And Sean, I think this was funny, Angel, just to update you on the back. Angel's got a lot going on, I'll say that, but Sean missed it because he was changing baby diapers. I'm like, oh man. I was like, we may need to get a backup trader for Sean's house. I don't know what's going on, but it was just funny. So Sean missed it. Not sure who in the VIP caught it. But as I look at the moves, the breakout moves, etc., it was a nice breakout move, 15-16% to the upside. Luke, shouting out to Angel. Nice to see that. You guys chatting in the back, chatting in the chat room there. Good to see that. So as we look at this, what I decided today, I was like, okay, why don't I take a different approach? Why don't I go a little bit, I won't say softer, but why don't I get a little bit into the framework of looking, and Luke, shouting out to Sean, very nice. Why don't I start to look just a touch into the notion that maybe I should stick with the trade and kind of go along the flow and take a little bit of a relaxation in terms of, what would I say, just in terms of the standard, like, VIP like to stay in a trade for a day or multiple days, right? So I went ahead and just stacked all of, and I'm telling you guys, I stacked all of these shorts up and above on GMT. And I wrote everybody afterwards, I was like, oops, because I stacked all my shorts up and above, and you know what happened? The price goes boosh, just down. I'm like, oh man. I was like, well, I may have just broken GMT. So I'm currently in the money. I'm not worried about it right now on my short, and I'm still in a short, but I'm ready to powerhouse into the upper levels. And it's just, the market dynamics are the market dynamics. As soon as you get something figured out, it's just like, bam, it wants to move down. I'm like, yeah. So up at one point I was up 280%. It's offered me up to like 200, 300+% on my short. Like, would you like to make money on the short that you're in? I'm like, man, I'm ready to power in above. I'm ready to compound into, the top level. Let's get into this. Let's roll. You want to roll? Let's roll. And it's just funny. As soon as I take that approach, you guys have to think, this is kind of interesting, because it's like, I'll take a little time. I'll spend a little time in a trade. And as you look at this, it's like, well, maybe we're not going to get to these accumulation levels for at least short positions, to enter in short positions. And I'll just state that was an interesting occurrence today, without a doubt. And let's look at this, guys, a little bit of a, and guys, don't always do what I do. Most people are saying, do as I say, not as I do. Whatever it is, just understand, guys. I'm not risk averse. I like the market. I like the price action. Some of the techniques that I use may be a bit, just a bit strong-minded. Like, I'll power into something. I don't mind, like on hitting Luna line of resistance with a hammer earlier on, trying to increase the overall all-time high that it could achieve. Like, I'm just I'm squared away like that. A lot of you guys are too, but it's it is what it is, guys. You take it with a grain of salt. If I am powering into a process, just understand there is another another side of that coin where there's probably much more relaxed, much more genial and kind of approach to the market. So looking at GMT right now, a bit of a bull flag scenario. Okay, in terms of the lack of perfection, we'd like the resistance support, and then up and out prior resistance as support. We have a differentiation. Now, GMT has not been completely clean on its patterns. Okay, looking at GMT, looking at this, we have this central area. I bring this up to apply to all your other coins in terms of this level at support, level at resistance that is just empty in the middle here. So we're not crazy about that in terms of a classic formation of a bull flag. Okay, is that the reason it's stalled out laterally right now? Could be, guys. Could be that we set the flat top looking at an ascending triangle framework, not necessarily bearish. However, it's we want this to move to the upside, boom, with some power. And I say that even though I'm in a short stacked with shorts, I don't mind getting up into these levels. I just don't. As you would look at the framework in terms of that approach, I would just say that, guys, the approach we've been discussing has been a nice approach thus far in terms of like going heavily into shorts, etc. Guys, it's just I would definitely want to do like a practice season. Right, I would say for anybody looking at DOGE with a potential move to the upside. Angel, shouting out to Sean. What's up? VIP in the house. Looking at DOGE, the framework of DOGE. I just tell you in terms of if you guys are really going to get heavily into shorts, etc. I would just recommend like a practice season, right? Just getting into something in terms of the 100 rounds that I normally recommend. And Angel, thank you for the update on Bank, brother. I really appreciate that, without a doubt. I know you've been busy too. I know you've been really busy. So I know that you're taking those steps as those steps present themselves, an opportunity to be taken. I'm really looking forward to how 2022 can accommodate you. And when I've been discussing this is DOGE, just looking at a bit of a triangulation here with an overplay, a little bit of a kind of miniature blow off top in this area, right? Just is I would look at this, this triangulation. I would look at any of the patterns. The thing that I'm reminded of, and I guess I'll say this without a doubt, guys, is, and Angel, I'll say this to you now since I'm kind of discussing the framework of of the trades that we're looking at in the framework of 2022. What I'm looking at growing or developing, what I want to reinforce here as I've been bringing additional trading strategies. I want you guys to know some of the frustrations that I hear you guys, or some of the elements that I hear you guys kind of going through in terms of, and hear me out, in terms of, I'll hear for some people that they're in the process. I'm looking at ape, just drawing, just getting into the technicals here on ape, bit of an ascending wedge here. We drew this out from yesterday. Nice to see target achieved at that line of resistance. Good job, guys. As you would look at, people creating more time in their day for trading, right? As I hear, of challenges like that people are going through, right? What I would say is, we through to the extent that I can offer some ideas and present VIP with some solutions to the kind of the root cause, which is the actual amount of time, or that one of the key difficulties, the actual amount of time that needs to be spent in the market. I would love to be able to provide those solutions to you, because I've seen those solutions in practice firsthand. And once you get the solutions in play, you're completely different. Completely different. Completely different. You're at a different. You're in a different game, guys. You're at a different. I'd say your ability to engage the market in less amount of time with more results. That is the idea. Boom. Right. So when I hear you guys in terms of the function, in terms of time, energy, real actual space. It could be quiet time or ability to maintain relationship or family. Guys, it's self with workout, or everything from your personal health, every dynamic around you. The market is something that we love. At the same time, it's something that it has its own challenges, aside from understanding what a technical is, right? As from what a bull flag versus an ascending triangle. We know this. We know this stuff. That's not the point. It's the larger, things that are put into play in terms of the dynamics of your life. So when I bring, solutions, and you're welcome, Angel, without a doubt. I mean that from the heart, my man. When we talk about this, it's just something I've had exposure to. You don't meet people. I don't meet. I rarely. I'm going to say meet other individuals who've had exposure to traders that can get in and out and bam, bam, and literally just take advantage of the market in an hour or 2 hours. Right? That's not what people think of in terms of trading. Now, you have to be good. You have to develop into that, and you don't realize it. I'm going to say this, guys. You don't realize the capacity of it. And I'm looking at my short position right now. I have a short on this. I don't know why I have a short on this, right? As you would look at this, I'm not sure why I have a short on this. So looking at I could close it right now. I'm in some money. I maybe should close this short right now. It's not looking exactly bearish, is it? With a flat top resistance and an ascending, looks like the buyers are trying to step in. That comment about maximizing time to trade is paramount, London. Yeah, you got it, brother. And and we have to say this, in 2022, I'm solution oriented. In terms of the Angel, in terms of the framework, I've just been around the traders, the top from Wall Street, who literally can manhandle the market in a short amount of time, and have the results, have the framework together, bam, with one move, one hand, right? And when I see how much time crypto takes from people, I'm not used to this. I'm getting used to the amount of time it requires, right? And I understand it. I'm all for every kind of challenge that could be thrown at me. I'm going to get it. But as I would discuss the possibility that a trade could be executed, in a short amount of time, it barely even registers with anyone in crypto. It literally barely registers with someone in crypto that's been in crypto. It was as foreign to me. I want to let you guys know it was as foreign to me, the notion. And please listen to this. If you listen to anything, guys, please listen. It was as foreign to me, the notion that someone would get into a trade, move quickly, 8 to 15, 20 seconds, and move out of the trade. I didn't understand it. I had been, guys, through top schools, top certifications, top everything, top positions over $1 billion equity fund or whatnot in an investment scenario. I still didn't get it. So I didn't understand. So I would just be like, okay, that's fine. Well, and let's get back to what I want to talk about. That's when I first heard about the ability of somebody to do that. Man, are you going to make me close my short here? Possibly GMT is going to make me close my short. It's just I don't want to get hammered on it, right? I have some cash in the works here, so I don't want to just get hammered on it. What am I going to do here? Am I going to close this out at 157%? I don't know, guys. I got 157%. I was up to about 300+% on this trade. I'm at 157%. I really don't want to watch this go down. I'm going to book this out. There we go. I just closed that out 157%. Had to, guys. Just had to. I don't want to watch those gains just completely go away. So in terms of that, guys, understand I've been in the position. I've been in a position where I haven't understood the framework. And he was the top trader on Wall Street, guys. He was the top. And so when I look at GMT right now, the reason I close this out, it's just looking like a nice ascending opportunity right here. Okay, it just is. It's looking like a decent trade to the upside. I'll give it, a bull flag, a little bit of a a little bit of a room. If it wants to disappoint me and go against me now, that's fine. But I'm also having a good discussion with you guys. So let's look 176 the other day. Let's look at this. Let me get down into this on the. I'll need to put that up right now. But in terms of the framework, guys, I didn't get it, and I want to let you guys know it was just one thing that when that was discussed with me in terms of the ability, is that what you do? You put your trades in very. Let's look at Bitcoin real quickly. You put your trades in. And thereafter, I say for 8 to 10 seconds, that's good. I didn't understand what that really meant. Now, at that time, I didn't understand what a huge potential, I'd say, investment of time could be required in crypto, or even really the market, like all day long, like, mind fully focused with the trade, day in, day out. I thought, okay, well, that's just your style. When that was first presented to me by by the top guy. I'm going to tell you guys. But the more I saw it in practice, the more I saw the returns behind it. I'm like, no. This is sweet. And I would hear, the notion of, well, you got to understand, like, sometimes in 10 to 15 seconds, you're going to pull down, 20, 30 grand. Okay. And I got that. And the thing with me is like, that's 20, 30 grand, man. At the time, I'm like, well, come on, 20, 30 grand? Like, okay, why don't you say like 2 or 3 million in 20 or 30 seconds? Then I'll start listening to you. That was the framework that I had, believe it or not, okay? So when it's like, okay, great, you can make, we're looking at Bitcoin in this area, GMT in this area, okay? We're looking at Dogecoin and triangulation this area, USDT.D up here, SHIB down in the bottom left. Guys, big screen TV, all of this, APE and an ascending triangulation, okay? And just look at the price action while I'm talking to you guys. So, yeah, that's where I was. So I understand if you're there as well, guys. Okay, you want 10 to 15 seconds, or you want a 20 or a 2-minute trade, and you want to make 20 or 30 or maybe 40 or 50 grand. Maybe I kind of start listening at 40 or 50 grand. But to me, I'm like, no, it's got to be 7 figures, baby. It's got to be, if it's making $1 million in a couple minutes, that's fine. Let's do it. That's where I am. Right, that was my mindset when it first got presented to me. So I understand fully that it doesn't grab your attention at all. It's like, okay, who wants to make $20,000? That's fine. But there's a lot of ways I can do that. That was my impression. Was there a lot of ways to do that? Let's see what we got here. So. The key feature here is once you see it a little bit more in play, and once you hone your skills on it, guys, once you do apply it a few times and you see that, well, you can make, you're not limited to $20,000 or $30,000, right? In terms of your position, once you get down the core features of trading, I'll say this. The biggest thing that I will say from all of it, in terms of honing your skill set, it will require you to be on the top of your trading game, period. Okay? When you're looking at a maximized entry, when you're involved in the market and bam, you're able to just execute. And it's such a solution to the residual problems that surround, well, I don't have 24 hours a day for crypto necessarily. So I'm just excited. I'm excited for you guys to be able to enjoy this journey. I'm just going to say this, to enjoy the journey of you guys figuring out how it could change your trade game, period. And you'll get there. It's not just I don't think that you're supposed to understand it up front. I didn't. Okay, it wasn't enough really. I'm going to say it wasn't enough money for me up front. So I understand if you're there as well, and you're saying, well, 20, 30 grand, like, who cares? Like, man, I'm looking for. Can you book a trade for $1 million in 20 or 30 seconds? That's where I was. If you're there, I get it. 100%, I get it. Okay, so yeah, no problem. Still, with that said, right now that I still understand, there's more to the journey in terms of the ability to engage in precision trades, and to engage in trades that take less of your time, that can maximize your involvement and make you more efficient in the market. So I'm looking forward to that journey for you guys in 2022. Because I've been on that journey. I don't know too many people who've been on that journey. It's pretty cool. I think you guys are going to like it. So GMT, just looking at it a little bit, and I did close out that short. Okay, I closed out that short. I just had to, guys. I'm not going to. I don't want to be wasteful. I have to say I'm not going to be wasteful. As it's about to potentially break out of this structure here. It's kind of outside of a bull flag with maybe an ascending kind of triangle. If it wants to fail, that's fine. But at least I was a little bit diligent with that. I don't want to be wasteful with returns, especially. When they're good returns, when they're solid returns. I don't want to make light of I don't want to make light of trades. I don't want to give off that impression that it just doesn't matter. So shout out to the VIP. Shout out to Luke, to Angel. Shout out to we're talking about that custom 86. Love that custom 86. Huge in terms of that custom 86. So I booked the specific trade on what is this, guys? On GMT. I booked this. In terms of this move, it's just a great reference point for you, at least to understand. I missed the GMT takeoff, man. I was at the gym. I was chilling. I was on the framework, etc. After breakfast, after whatever was going on. I'm in the car having my morning cohiba on the way to the gym, chilling. And I missed the takeoff. And I know you guys were busy along the way as well. But the crucial feature here, guys, is with some real dedication to the market and some focus. Look at what I was able to do on GMT, 157%. Okay, now that was with some focus. After it took off, I missed it, right? In terms of the short from the top, and this was up to 280 to 300%. I could have closed it out. Got a little brave with it. I'm like, I want to really see it turn around, show an inclination that it could really hammer a little bit more to the upside with this. Few things I didn't like about the flag, and I have shorts engaged at the top, but still 100. You have to look at this. Still 150%. A good trade after having really missed this. Bam, move to the upside. So there is the FOMO. Like, what's the solution for fear of missed opportunities? Well, we're kind of talking about it in terms of the opportunity for you guys to trade in less amount of time with more results in front of you. It speeds up the market. When you guys get into leverage, when you start to discuss things like that, you're speeding up the price action. We always talk about we want price action. And indeed, you're speeding up price action. It was a good take on that, guys. I think a real solid take in terms of that. Without a doubt, solid take in terms of that. And I do have shorts stacked up and above, and I don't know. We'll see about that. Looks like it's doing very nicely. Congratulations to all the VIP who are trading GMT. Congratulations, guys, on GMT. And let's see what we got here. That comment about maximizing time is paramount. Let me update my chat here. So in terms of this, custom 86. Thanks, Angel. Thank you. I'm going to put thank you, Angel. And guys, the bottom line, I'm going to say this, is I'm excited about the VIP in 2022. I'm excited about the fact that you guys are excited about the market. And however that comes to you guys, however you whatever happens in the context of 2022 for you, I'm just wishing you guys the best, period. And I'm hoping that I can bring you guys the best framework to help with any kind of challenge that you guys have. That's the bottom line. And so yes, the Sheeb. What is Sheeb doing while I'm talking about good tidings of great joy and good things like that, right? What I'm talking about is like, Sheeb, what are you doing? I'm going to tell you guys. Has anybody looked at one factor on Sheeb? I don't know, guys. Has anybody looked at how long did we spend in retracement? I just got to say, 146 days. 146 days. Now, how long have we spent in retracement? That was the first wave. Okay, 146 days. 185 days? Whoa, okay. 146 days. Now we've spent 185 days. I'm getting interested in that time frame in terms of its consolidation. I just am. All right, so I'll be watching that, guys. I will be watching that and looking at the let me see what you got here. Sean, repetition of knowledge is vital. The more you listen, the more it will make sense. Boom. Appreciate that. This is the truth in terms of commentary. We appreciate hearing from you all the time, Angel. 86, I want to put that in. I want to put some, what do we got here? What do we got? Let's go. Bam. Rockets. Boom. That's sweet, guys. I like to see this from you as well. I like to know that you're trading. Boom. 157%. Right? And you don't have to catch all the price action. I know that you guys are structured maybe differently in terms of your how you want to take advantage of the market. And it's not always intuitive, right? It's not always, I talked yesterday about the fact that and I'll discuss this right now, guys. This is interesting. I have 20 levels of stacked shorts, okay, up and above GMT. Now, I was waiting for a short to do something, right? Once I stacked these specific shorts above, boom, it decided to break down. I'm like, okay, now of course it's going to offer me something once. I guess it knows I'm real in the market. It wants to, now it's going to offer me something on the short that I have instead of the potential, right? And it's funny because I make the capital allocation, boom, up and above, right? Heavy to the upside, right? So I make that allocation to the upside. And what does it want to do? No, I'm in a short now. When I was in a short, just bam, it just wants to break down. I'm like, just leave it to the markets, guys. Leave it to the market. Right. That's just it is what it is. You can't make that stuff up. So now with my shorts above, the question is going to be the following: if I just go ahead and cancel them all, I got 21 orders above. Boom. I'm canceling every order above. All right, there we go. Now I want to see how she wants to behave. Now I want to see how she wants to behave. Have we cleared the framework up and above? It'll be interesting to see. Now let's go through one more thing on GMT, guys. Let's pay attention on GMT real quickly and go through as I eliminate these, and I can actually keep them there. That's fine. As I would keep these levels of shorts above. Same thing, guys, as you would power in on a core acquisition, i.e. Luna, etc. on every 10. Let me see what's can it be 146 days of accumulation VIPs? Yo, as we would look at this, let's watch this of. Let's pay attention to this specific extension. Okay, please pay attention, VIP, to this. The extension, the framework of the extension. Okay, from the low. Okay, I initiate extension at the low. Trend-based Fibonacci extension, right? I initiate at the bottom at 0. Boom, ground 0. I draw up to this intermittent previous high. Bam, I click. That's click 2, right? Click 1 is at the bottom. Click 2. Click 3, bam, right at the low. From the low to the high to the low. Where are we at? Where did we come into contact with? We came into contact with the 23.6 on GMT. All right, so these were not blind entries. These were not blind entries in terms of the short that I took. It wasn't a blind entry. It was right at that 23.6. Okay, and to the extent that I'm stacked between the 23.6 and the 38.2, I'm just covering that next level up, guys. I'm covering that next level up to the extent that next level is also going to be interrupted potentially by this level of resistance, right? It just makes sense to play that level. So shout out to all the VIPs. Hope you guys are doing well. And what day is it? Is it Friday yet, man? It's Wednesday. What's up, guys? So GMT with good price action. And let me get into the chats real quickly, kind of see what we got going on with the chat. So I cleared up the framework up and above. Would like GMT to kind of show us what it's doing a bit more. That's not a bad feature here. We just have to pay attention when something's moving, consistently moving, 15, 20%, 15, 20%. It's been relatively consistent, right? It's been pretty strong, guys. So yeah, glad that I closed the short, etc. I didn't want to get under 100. Under a triple digit return. I just didn't want to do that, guys. That's not. I can't go from 300% to under 100. I ain't gonna play ball like that. That was a nice take it to 300. I went ahead and let it charge into its exponential moving average, and it's over sold on the 5 minutes. Okay, so I just let it do that, and I'll hit my 300 or 400% trade soon. It sure took my time though. Took my time. I had to take a little bit of a different approach to it. And what we say, I don't know. I just, the market wants your time. A lot of the trades, it's just market wants your time. So it did bust out up and above. If it capitulates now, that's fine. I'm happy with my 157% trade that just booked. So looking at the market, let's see how green she is right now. What do we got going on? Who's moving? Mask, ZRX, SCRTs. Secret's been going, huh? Secret and ENS is really on it. Luna. We have some key focal, I say coins here to continue to look at. GMT moving there. Luna, to the extent that Luna can create this specific bull flag dynamic, we're excited, guys. We're very excited about this move to the upside, consolidation, downward sloping channel. We would love to see at least this return to the level of resistance. That would be huge, right? That's a nice trade, guys. That's 5.81% right there, depending upon how you trade it. If you caught that level of support, it's nice. It's a nice entry. So let's see what we got on USDT.D. We have some discussions to have in terms of the expectations of, again, as I bring this up, we were discussing let me bring it up in the framework of we can do a triangulation, is fine. The it's a reverse symmetrical triangulation. That's the way Elliott Wave is going to talk about this. They're going to discuss a reverse symmetrical triangulation. Now they're referenced by New York Institute of Finance, so we can discuss the parameters, right, of like a reverse symmetrical triangulation. I normally say it's an expanding wedge, right? It's a forward expanding wedge. We understand that wedge function well. Now it's supposed to be a continuation pattern, boom, to the upside. Okay, with the understanding we're up against a line of resistance. So you're going to find the opposite is the case on BTC. BTC is in, as BTC is getting some nice price action. Boom, nice move. To anybody who traded this ascending triangle that I just drew, that's a 0.78%. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. Nice to see BTC in the house. Very nicely done. Bitcoin. I know that Freddie today had a Bitcoin trade of about 90%. It was nice to see that. And let's see, retracement, 146 days. Can it be 146 days of accumulation? VIPs, absolutely on SHIB. A lot of accumulation going on SHIB, without a doubt. It's going to be interesting, the dog hunt. We have a little bit of a dog hunt, don't we, between SHIB and DOGE and this and that. I just don't know what to say about Twitter. Very interesting, Twitter and Elon and everything else, right? It's a big deal. To the extent that the framework of internet and however it may be enhanced, Twitter, I mean, DOGE is DOGE. I mean, I can only imagine what the framework that's put together for. I also thought of this: will Twitter buy some Bitcoin, right? Some Bitcoin? Will they invest like SpaceX, or will they invest like? It's a valid question, like Tesla, right? Because those Elon affiliated companies have breached into the heavy acquisition mode for BTC. So will Twitter be another venue for Bitcoin? Very interesting. I think there's going to be some pressure on Twitter. I'm going to say some pressure on Twitter. Probably you guys can imagine what kind of pressure, etc. But I have some feelings that people just aren't going to want to let Twitter just go in whatever direction it wants to go for whatever reason, just to prove a point. It's kind of sad, but I won't comment on that. How about I'll reserve comment? It's sad that I'll reserve comment on that. How about that? It's sad that I'll reserve comment on that. So in terms of the ascending triangle framework on BTC, we just drew this up, and a little busy talking, closing my other trade. Could have traded this. Would have been a nice move. Shoot. Would have been a real nice move. We get a return to function here would be nice as well. Looking at this framework, and exciting for 2022 for all the VIP. Shout out to Vlad right now. Vlad, how are you, my man? Hope everything's going great. To Luke, my man in the house. Just looking at your pictures there. Always good to see Angel on top. What's up, Angel? Nikki, how are you as well? Hope everything's going great. And there's Chris, big time Chris. New VIP, relatively new. Haven't heard from you in a bit, Chris. I bet you're working, etc. But would love to hear from you, see how things are going. Let's look at this framework and potential. I'll tell you, the short worked out real well today. Freddie in the house. What's up, Freddie? Let's see what we have in terms of this line of resistance here. Let's see this line of resistance about to be challenged. I don't know, a nice channel framework put together for the travel up to this level of, I'd say, overall, kind of this overhead level of resistance here on this wedge. Let's go ahead and take care of this, take this off the map here. There we go. Looking at this, I'd say this level here, and I let the VIP know. I want you guys to know. I let the VIP know the following. As you look at this framework, please understand when I do a tweet like this, just understand this, and a lot of times you guys will catch this in the back. When I look at the framework, because I put this out so you guys could see this, the expanding, right? This invert, let's say this reverse symmetrical triangulation. I did let you guys know in a tweet to look at this bottom feature here, right? The bottom feature, and let's look at this. That bottom feature there at the bottom right, it is a continuation pattern. Do you see E? A, B, C, D, E. Right? You see the A, B, C, D, E. Essentially, I let VIP know in the back. The question is going to be the following. And Luke's saying, you guys hit the like button. I would appreciate that. Thank you, Luke. Thank you very much. Hey, Luke, and Luke, you got my back. I appreciate that, but without a doubt. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I'll even hit it. I need to hit the like button. I'm going to hit it. Boom. Yeah, we got all these guys hanging out. You guys don't even like it. Hit the like button. We'll end it. How about that? I will end it. I'm gonna go after Luke. I'm gonna support Luke, and I will end the stream if you guys don't hit the like button. That's it. How about that, Luke? We'll do that to him. We'll hang out in the back. We'll do some charts. We'll DM or something. Who knows? I like that. Reinforcing that in terms of this move here. Take a look. A, B, C, D, E. Right? A, B, C. It's gonna do the 0 first. Let me get it. Let me get through this. Let me go through this. A, B, C, D, E is the question. Right now, as you bring this up, people might say, "Oh, well, London's wrong," and well, that's not the right way. It didn't work out that way. Look at the A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so yeah, VIP in the back knew and know without a doubt as you look at the framework of what we're discussing, right? As you look at the pattern framework, understand the question right now really is E, right? The question is up to this level at 45,000 or so, getting up to the framework of. Like, will the pattern be that solidly framed, an 11.59% move to the upside, right? That's the big question, right? Always look into the technicals. And I assume that people can look into the technicals when I publish something like this, when I get it to the community. But when I do say it is a Bitcoin bearish triangulation per Elliott wave in New York Institute of Finance, good luck trading, right? I assume you guys are looking at that E. I assume that already. So we'll see how that works out. It could be a while to get there. And I'll just say, to the extent that Elliott Wave is the master source, right, of all that is technical, right? They don't always count on world events sometimes. They don't always count on, everybody's going to get some things wrong. But I like to bring at least the framework that you guys can look at the diagram and save that diagram so that you have the average or the probabilities in terms of those expectations. Level of support reinforcing this specific I say the general that general area here. Now we have not hit into this area yet. We haven't hit that 4 hour. I told you guys I'm looking for that 4 hour hit. I'd like to hit that. I believe a lot of orders are at that level right now. And that doesn't go without saying. I think there's a lot of orders stacked up at that level. So level of resistance that we just kind of indicated here. Let's go to the candle wicks. Close to that level of resistance across the top. And the question will be now, will we, any difference? Let me read this in terms of Angel. The question will be, are we going to return to prior resistance to confirm a support on that top line resistance turned into a level of support? Let me see what Angel has to say real quickly. Angel, I'm on you, brother. Okay, in London, as you trade futures on LBank, do you notice any difference, if any, on how the exchange reacts to leverage trading 10, 50, 125x with a fair amount of zeros? Yeah, what I would say, that's a great question. The way that the exchange reacts in terms of, are you discussing potentially being charged more on a 125x on your spread, etc.? Let me see. I haven't test driven the car on the track yet. That's a great question. I think the 10, the 50, the 125x, is there a level of essentially the question is framed towards, like, maybe is there a difference in terms of the spread, right? That it seems like I'm getting charged more every time I go into a 50 or a 125 instead of like a 5 or a 10. The 5 or the 10 is like it's an easier position to get into. You would maybe run into a situation like that. I'm going to say that those would be potentially minor. Okay, those would be potentially minor, okay, differences than you would run into when there's when you're in a competitive high demand situation for futures. When the futures themselves, be it a 10-5, 10-5-2 or 50, whatever it may be, 125, whatever, when you get into a position of high demand, I discussed this yesterday, when you're in a high demand situation, and you want the 125x, dang it, right? Period. You want it. It's time. I need to have it now. That position, when you're competitive like that, you can take it from 125 to 2x. It can be difficult. The exchange can make your life difficult when there's a high demand situation, even though you have a market button, even though you have a market order button. It can make it difficult for you to get into your position. Now, the trick is the following. I discussed this yesterday. Don't get mad if you can't get into your position. Don't decide, because this can be one of the most dangerous things in crypto, honestly, in trading in terms of leverage. When you're when you're precisely geared, when you're ahead of the curve, I'm entering on support. I have a comfortable, position before, let's see, just before a breakout of something that's highly indicated, right? When you're ahead of the game, right? When you're ahead of the game, you're fine on your entries. When it becomes competitive, and for some reason you get blocked out of entering, one of the easiest things to do is literally, and you got to realize this. It's like, when you get frustrated, I went through this technically speaking. When you get frustrated, and you're going to get into it's time to get into the trade. I've got to. This is the moment. Boom! You've been waiting for maybe a day or 2 days for the specific move on BTC, whatever it may be, or whatever coin. You're ready to get in. Bam! You hit the button. Something goes wrong. Whatever it may be. It may give you an error. You've got too large of a position size. Whatever it may be, or you've got whatever and it may be. I brought the other day. Maybe it's a network error. It's a little bit tricky sometimes on a network error. It likes to be for me on Wi-Fi. It likes to be kind of plugged in on my home, like high security Wi-Fi, etc. So we're seeing a return here on BTC. Let me see. Those return percentages are huge, even on 2 to 3% move at 50x. I love it though. Yeah, and just the framework is the following. The biggest caution I can give you guys, and Angel on you, because I it's like, I'm here to do this. I showed up to do this. I'm going to do this. If it ever kicks you back for whatever reason and you run into any kind of a glitch, be patient. If it's a 5, 10, 50, 125x, whatever it may be, just be patient. If you miss the trade, and a lot of these trades, because I'm going to say a lot of these trades, and this is maybe where some of your trade dynamic may help. I'll just say on the higher amounts of leverage, you're going to really need to be specific. But lower level, working on the extreme matures, the lowest period, boom, that lowest is key, right? The lowest, or as I was on GMT, the highest, right? You want the low. Here I wanted the absolute high. I got very near to the absolute high here, if not the high, right? Could have closed at the low, but did close out on this. Looks like got some help from GMT. Could have stayed in that short. Still booked 150%. But what I'll say this is if you ever get, and you could even say this in terms of your distraction, if you're distracted by anything exterior from the exchange, like in life or whatever it is, I just, I got to run back to the computer. I got to run back and do this real quickly. I got to get into this trade. Guys, that split second, as you amplify with leverage, the price action, your leverage notch goes up. You're getting more price action. A second can kill your trade, period. And one distraction can kill it. You can make, I'm just telling you guys, 5-10 seconds. Oh, I have to redo this order. I have to redo that. I have to go, take a phone call real quickly. Guys, if it's over, the good thing about leverage is the following. The great thing about leverage is you don't have to book every trade. So if you miss the trade, don't get to the point where you have to be in this trade. No, guys. No. Now you can structure around that. You can kind of change your approach, like your strategy. I talked about on GMT. I had orders lined up, boom, all up and above. Since canceled, got out of it at 150% profit. With the understanding, guys, just a split. I say that split second delay. The interruption, whether or not it's from your phone, it's on your exchange, whatever it may be. Be careful. Don't feel like you're still going to bulldoze into that thing no matter what. Don't do it, guys. When you want to see an expensive mistake on leverage, if that second advantage is gone, that 1 second, 2 second advantage is gone, chill. Just learn to chill. If you don't do that, it will teach you a lesson. It will cost you money. You don't have the luxury of being slightly late on a breakout. You just don't. You don't even, I guess, I say this, guys, a lot of times on where you're at on the low, if you're setting limit orders, it may not apply. But if you're hitting the button to get in, you don't always have the luxury either of, and looking at BTC, kind of confirming off that level of top resistance there on the ascending triangle. Nice move to start the day. Let's just look at this in terms of up 0.67%. Big moves. And I told everybody yesterday, VIP, I just told them, we can go over the text. I told everybody a one-way ticket down, right? One-way ticket downtown here. because everybody, freaking out. I don't know. I pick up that sentiment from people I talk to and everything. Well, Bitcoin. Like, no, this is a one-way ticket downtown. I'm not going. I told everybody that last night. So nice day, huh? Told everybody that in VIP. I'm not going. It's just that's not the way it is. That's so funny. There's one-way ticket downtown. I ain't going. So nice to see BTC react well for the day. So, guys, just remember in terms of that leverage, what it does is it speeds up your price action. You're always looking for more price action, right? It enhances your risk and your reward and speeds up your price action. So that is one of the most difficult things of crypto is you can't get that price action. If you miss some of the price action, it can cost you hugely. So the distractions or any kind of technical glitch, whatever it may be, you guys feel it out in terms of your interaction with the with L Bank, and I'm excited that you guys are trading on that this year. Shout out to Pathfinder; he just opened up an account today. I'm excited about that. Good job, Pathfinder. I appreciate that, and guys, it lets me know you're trading. I brought that up yesterday. It lets me know you're trading. I've had problems with people just hanging around the back and otherwise just taking my TA and doing whatever they do with it. Right? I just need to know you're trading. Like I got to know that you're trading. That's the bottom line, guys. I need to know that you're trading. Like, are you traders? Are you? What do you do? Right? I'm going to put 125 XL Bank on top in terms of the pin tweet, and it's important for me for the group that we're on some sort of an exchange as well that makes sense. Being in the USA as we are, loud and proud. So, let me see what I would say in terms of this. Angel 125X is a big boy to handle. I'm going to put that with let's say it's just a big boy to handle. I'm just going to say that in terms of BTC, etc. And just if you got it, you got it. And if you're getting it, you got to learn how to get it. That's just the bottom line with leverage. And if you got it, you got it. If you got it, you got it. And if you're learning how to get it, you're going to learn how to get it for a while. That's the bottom line. And that's like with a lot of things, right? If you got it, you got it. And if you're learning how to get it, you're going to get it. It's just going to take a minute. So shout out to all the VIP who are doing well. Freddie had a 90% trade today. That was nice to see. I had a 280% trade. Like, man, what was it? I was excited. 176. That was yesterday. What was that? Yesterday. But looking at this, I was like, man, because I had 280 on it. Let's look at this. And I was at 242. I had 242. And I was like, I posted it and let people know it's still open. But it closed at 157. Like, yeah, 157. That's all right. That's all right. I wanted to catch that specific high in line with the extensions, Fibonacci extensions, right? That low to high to low approach on the Fibonacci extensions. Just looking for that move. Okay, in terms of that short at that specific low to high to low on the Fibonacci extensions, you guys know, as we work our way up to that 23.6, that next level up, 38.2. Let's see, 38.2, next level up, 50, then that golden pocket. As we hit on into that 23, that's when I initiated, essentially started scaling into shorts. Okay, so I was looking to see if we get a massive rejection at that level potentially, right? That'd be okay with me. Okay, I was holding the short, so from that 242 to the 150, just understand that that's a real deal. Also on your shorts, understand one thing we haven't discussed much, or your longs, right? Just your buying and selling. It's the same button, guys. It's going to be green. It's going to be red. You'll figure that out quickly. In terms of I'm looking at GMT here. I had a great day yesterday. You guys know that. A few other coins had some interesting action, but as you're going to look at the framework, let's look at Doge for a minute. On into that golden pocket, right on Doge. Nice move. We're going to pay attention to Doge this year. I think it's got some good stuff cooking in terms of I don't know. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Legitimately, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens to Doge this year. It's pretty cool. So the dog hunt is on between Doge. It's got Doge's got Elon. It just does. I mean, it's one of those deals. So looking at, let's go back to BTC and chill out with BTC for a bit. What are we discussing in terms of leverage? In terms of 100 rounds. We talk about 100 rounds. Just know how to take your licks, guys. You know how to take your licks. Like, if you're hammering into your trades and you're expecting everything to go perfectly, it's going to be difficult. You have to understand that there are some really, aside from the exchanges, aside from kind of the technical interface, there's some really good traders out there, guys. Really good traders. And to the extent that you're focused, harnessed in that they say, like they say, what are they, showing up is 90% of success, right? Yeah. Well, here it's a little different. You guys know that here it's a little different. Okay, in the market, that's about, that's negative 90% of the success equation. Anybody can show up, guys. That's the easy stuff. You got to know what you're doing, and you're going to find that those extremes, those high probabilities, are really important in with trading. Okay, it's just a different ball game, right? Just a different ball game. Try to look back through any type of a. Let me see if we found this really nice. Let me see this 5-7. I'm gonna see how many hours back we were when we found this really nice. Really nice. What time frame was that on, guys? We found a really nice bull flag last night. We'll review that in the back. We found a really nice bull flag last night on BTC. Really traded well, and the more that you trade, I'd say in the like kind of immediate present with potential leverage, guys, the more that you master that, you'll still have your bulk holdings, your bedrock trading, etc. But you'll just it's a mechanism to speed up price action. And as you speed up price action, we're always looking for price action. So that to the extent that you can do that effectively, there may be a limit to your skill set right now. Bottom line, and if there is, hey, no problem. Just chill and let it develop. But that's my goal for you guys, is that you can just master your interaction with the markets, and then you'll get to the point, guys. Listen to this. You'll get to the point you can trade anything, guys. You can trade anything in any market. Like that's really what I would like you guys to get to the framework of. You can trade anything in any market, right? You can slam into something, and you could just they could sit you down on any market, any exchange. You can decide to trade anything that may be going gangbusters in equity, commodity. You could go to crypto, you go forex, anything you want to, and take advantage of anything that's trading, fantastically well on any platform. That would be my idea for you guys. I would really like to know, and not that we're gonna, I don't have any incentive or notion to get involved in equities right now. That's not the idea, guys. But there may be something involved with equities. There may be another. Who knows? Maybe GMT wants not GMT. I said GMT. Almost the same return profile. But AMC, right? Maybe GameStop. Maybe 2022 has some exciting things like that we would want to take advantage of as a group. Who knows, right? So when you're proficient with leverage, we can talk about options. Leverage is easy stuff, though. And let me see what we got here. Even if you pepper in at 125x entry, that's great potential for potential gains. Yeah, there you go. Pepper. Boom. There we go. Is the name of the game. There we go. Name of the game with precision. With precision. When you start getting into the precision, this is what's going to happen to you guys as well. You'll have some returns. You'll hit into some lows. You'll decide this can be a laser-guided missile strike force profit generator, period, in terms of leverage. It can happen. Your mind will start working. The gears will start turning. You'll see the screen turn green, and you'll get to the point like, okay, hold on. You're going to figure out how this widget works. I'm just going to tell you guys. You're going to figure out how the widget works. 157%, right? You just are. You're going to get to the point. It's not like lifetime game changer. This is it. This is the only way to trade. But when the gears start turning upstairs, I'm excited to see what all happens, because your trade games are going to be better. It's going to force you to be better. So take the lumps and bruises with the. I'm going to say this also with the ups. Take the ups with the downs, right? Period. And realize if there's this type of an equation to create 157% in a matter of minutes, guys, you think they're just going to hand that out? Is that just going to be the solution? Oh, it's just easy, no problem. Everybody sign up. Oh, it's great. Oh no, everyone's going to be able to do that, guys. If everybody could do that, then there's nothing to. Then it's not that, right? You guys know that. If everybody can do that, then it's not 150. No. So build into it. Understand the challenge and the framework that you're looking at, and do not let anything or anybody, even yourself, tell you can't do it. No. I tell people 100 rounds. Give me 100 rounds, right? Whatever you're looking at, give me 100 rounds. Give yourself 100 rounds, right? Get into it. Understand it. I mean, somebody's going to be good at this, right? Somebody's going to be good at it, and I would like you guys to be good at it. Bottom line, just because we have a trade group. I want to honestly show up and be able to talk to anybody and be like, man, we will school you. I honestly want that, guys. And we can Fibonacci's with the technicals. We've got the 86. We got the low on DOGE. We call the top on this or that. Whatever. We're fine. Yeah, we will school you. I want to be able to literally look at any trader that I meet from any desk anywhere and be like, dude, we will rearrange you in the market. Literally, like we will annihilate you, and I don't want there to be any type of this that we can't sit and get anytime that we want it. I want us to be boss. I want that to happen. I know that you guys can do it. And because, guys, this is what we spend our time doing. It's 2022. We got some big dogs in this room, right? Period. I want everybody to know this group. I wouldn't mess with them, man. No. I mean, you don't trade what they're trading. They just don't trade what they're trading, man. Like I want us to have that on lock, guys. Period. I literally want that on lock. That we're the best traders. That we show up, we can hammer into, and literally just define success in terms of what blow away the norms of expectations in terms of what people can even conceive. Right? So I want that. I want that for you guys. I want that for this group in 2022. There's no reason that can't happen. Right? In terms of you say, well, that's it sounds like a nice speech. That ain't a speech, guys. That ain't a speech. You look at Luna Targets 2021, $4.06. Right? Tell anybody about that, like, whoa, yeah, right. And you guys, there are a lot of stories beyond that of like, somebody owns Matic at 5 cents, or when someone owns, whatever it may be at 00, 0007, whatever. But when we put our mind to it, we really do well as a group. And I like those stories, the feathers and the caps, those just really, really tough to hate kind of stories, right? Like 30x on GMT. VIP hold from lower levels, right? That's nothing wrong with holding. It's a nice success story. But as you're like, well, I missed the 30x. Well, can you create a 2x today? It's been a month. Can you consistently create a 2x on the board? Right? So you start to look at that. You start to look at that framework. And I just want that to sink in with you guys. There's a lot of opportunity, and I'm looking forward to you guys being and to us being number one, because it's us, guys. I just decided to do this year. I pay dues. I pay for my badge. I do that. I literally am VIP. It's my deal. It's all of our deal. But I say this, I just decided because I was telling everybody to get a badge, and they wouldn't get one. I'm like, man, forget about it, man. I got my own badge. Like I get my badge. This is my badge. Period. You want a badge or not a badge? I want a badge. I'm going to get a badge. I had no problem doing it. I was happy to do it. So, looking at the USDT.D. And shout out to all the VIP. Hope you guys are doing well. In terms of the framework, spot trading is beautiful, guys. It's awesome. For the slow go, this and that, just taking time, slow accumulations at lower levels. Look at the bull flag essentially on USDT.D, right? I let the VIP know last night. If you guys aren't VIP, you should join. Guys, I let the VIP know last night that there was a one-way ticket to downtown, meaning downstairs on Bitcoin last night. And I said, I'm not going. I'm not going, guys. I'm not going to be heading down with Bitcoin. It's not going down there, guys. So yeah, she had a nice day yesterday. Nice to see that. And Pathfinder in the house. What's up, Pathfinder? Path is in the house. Path, ba-boom, bam. What's up, brother? We got put Ferraris for a Pathfinder, and nice to see. Pepper in the game, 125x. Let's see, due to circumstances that are beyond our control, if we are in 3L, 3S, 5L, 5S on gate, and since we have to liquidate our position, those contracts, since we don't own the coin technically, ouch, 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 ouch. You got that right, brother. Man, what are you going to say, huh? This is a big issue. And in terms of that, I would not have, I would not have wanted that that circumstance to arise. But as that has occurred, what we're going to be able to say is that if you chose to, so do not carry over to any other exchange, it becomes a bit challenging. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. In terms of not carrying over to the additional exchange, that is an issue. So in terms of the liquidation factor, the liquidation and the repurchase factor you're going to be paying to move it. Essentially, you're going to be paying to move it. On the functioning of the 5L or 3L or 5S or 3S, you're not going to lose much in terms of your actual position beyond your payment. Angel, I think you agree with this. You know this, but you're not going to move. You're not going to lose much in terms of your position, right? You're still going to be structured around. You won't own it at the same price. That can bite you a little bit because I own it so far down there, right? But you're really not going to lose the way the 3L and 5L function. You're not going to lose much. I'm going to say much. The way that they're structured, and what you'll lose, honestly, I think if you compute it out, and this is you, Angel, I think that you'll find that the extent that you don't really, or that you, there's going to be some calculative there as to the degree that they pay you the full 5 or the full 3 on the 5L or the 3L, you're going to miss or not miss more of the product, more of that coin, period, your 5L or 3L coin, okay? Because if, to the extent that they pay you a full 5L or a full 3L, then you're potentially going to, if they pay you the full amount on that versus a new exchange, they're going to pay you the full amount or not. That is going to be where you're going to get into some differences. Because if they've been paying you the full 5 on your 5L, right? You know this. Then, you're going to be, you don't lose anything transferring into a new 5L position on a new exchange. You just don't. If you're a full 3L and they're still paying you 3L somewhere else, you're not going to lose anything. But to the extent that one exchange was underpaying you, interesting, underpaying on a 5L or underpaying on a 3L, right? But there also kind of gave you a little bit of a cushion, right? Because you were like 3 times lever, you were 3 times your profits or this or that, but it wasn't really 3 times. And this is interesting, huh? Very interesting. Your cushion was the fact that they really weren't paying you 3 times on the upside. And to the extent that makes sense, you have to understand that also means you weren't being liquidated necessarily with a move down of 33% or 35%. You weren't being liquidated, but you also weren't getting paid 3 times. So to the extent that you get more of a real, let's say a real return calculated into your let's say a different product, this is actually a real 3L. I'm not talking about futures. I'm talking about another 3L coin that might be on that could be on LBank, because they have true to. I'll just tell you this from what I've looked at, they have more true to 3L 5L payments than Gate did. Okay, just from you look at it, you tell me, and you'll still have some overlap in terms of, well, this is still just not the full 3L, 3 times the position on 3L, or still not full 5L, right? A 5 long position. You want the 5 time the return. But I've seen some more accuracy in terms of the payment on LBank than I have on Gate. Okay, it may be. Now I've looked through the 100, 200 ETF coins that they have, but to the extent that you're looking at holding a lower valued coin on 3L or 5L, guys, just listen to this. This is important because it's not the actual coin, like Angel says. If you're you're going to miss that low entry, you are, but most likely the volatility has already erased that coin, right? It's already erased the value of that coin, and to the extent it hasn't, understand that there's a few scenarios, but you haven't been making that as much money as maybe you should have as well. Okay, on a real true 3-time return or a real true 5-time return. Okay, because a real true 3-time return or 5-time return, you would be wiped out at a 33% drop anytime on the coin, or you'd be wiped out at a 5, let's say on the 5L, a 20% drop anytime on the coin, right? So to the extent that you miss those lower entries you have, I'll just say that. Now let me see. Angel saying obstacles are sometimes anguished over. Your mindset will overtake that worry, some feeling, and it will allow you to transform the anxious fear into a prepared opportunity, personally speaking. Absolutely. And that's the good thing. You don't know what's behind the other door. You're about to get into another door with another exchange or whatever else. I mean, this is a new door. I mean, this is some good stuff. Gate was off the map in 2020 2020, huh? In 2021, I brought Gate to the community. VIP made millions on Gate, right? Millions and millions and millions and millions and millions on Gate, right? So I've directed course to LBank. I expect really great things from everybody on LBank, and the same way that I did on Gate. So that's the good thing, is we have a track record of just looking at like, not bad, right? Just when you look at the unknown, it can just be a little bit. It can be a bit daunting when you're dealing with large positions, because it's large positions, right? Make those large positions small positions. Let's amp it up in 2022 and see what we got. Now, I closed my short here. Don't you make me regret. I didn't want to go under 100% on my 100% on my short. I didn't. I had held it. I got in here. I had a great entry. It was up to 250+% here on GMT, and I'm like, don't you go blast through the roof and put me at a 25% gain. So I made a decision here. I didn't want to drop under 100% gain on my trade for GMT. It just didn't want to. So let it do what it wants to do now. If it wants to, I'm going to let it go. I'm happy. I'd say I'm happy with 157%. I'm happy with that on the day. That's fine. No problem. So, Angel, I would just encourage you to realize that Gate was nowhere 2020. It was off the map completely. And VIP made, a lot of people made millions and millions of dollars on Gate. So, yeah. Let's focus on LBank. There's a reason I'm focused on it. It's got a really smooth interface. The application, I'm going to say, me personally looking at it, and you know how I am with technicals, you know how I am with the market, there are some advantages on LBank over Gate, period. When you start driving the car, you'll be like, whoa, this is a little smooth. Wow, that takes that corner nicely. Huh. Oh, it's got like an overdrive here. It's got you can really push the pedal on the floor. Like, yeah, I think you'll be excited once you make that transition. It's never easy to make a transition like that. It's just not, in terms of larger positions, etc. But just what a great problem to have. What a great problem to have. You know how many people want your problem? The quote-unquote problem, right? You know how many people want that problem. Is there a reason to trade 3L, 3S, 5L, 5S since futures exist? Good question. I'm going to put this LBank Angel is the new frontier. I'm going to put this is the new frontier. I'm going to put that. So for 2022 and 2021 frontier is gone, and it made millions. I'm going to put new frontier is million plus million plus million. I'm going to put $1 million turf. Dollar turf. Okay. Just to look at this, it's a big decision. It's a big discussion. It's a big decision, and it's not nothing but applause for Gate and everything that has provided us to get step closer to reality, achieving generational wealth. Thank you, Gate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very, very well said. And in terms of that, that's a big deal on Gate, because it was large amounts of money that were made on Gate by VIP in over 20 countries. So that's a big dial to get turned off. You have to say, guys, we went through so many 10Xs on Gate, guys, as a community. I could literally, but it was just like, if I had a nice football, I can, if you give me a nice football, I can go to the football field and I could throw one 50, 60 yards, right? I need a nice football, though. I mean, you throw me some junk football, so I can't throw that. No, I'm not going to be able to throw that. I'll throw my arm out at something else. No, I can't do that. But give me a nice football. I can throw that thing 50, 60 yards in a football field. Truth, guys, truth, right? So with Gate, it's like we had, multiple 10Xs in 2021 that were literally just, it was just at the deal, and I'm like, this is a nice football right here. Let me see this. I can throw this. Wham, boom. It had the right market sector. It had a dev team that was on it. The coin, in terms of coin market sector, the timing was right. It had the look at Gala Games for instance, would pop up. A brand new Gala Games. That's a nice football, man. Let me see if I can throw that thing. 50, 60 yards incoming. Boom. Right? No problem. With 10, 12, 15 coins, and we have the access to those coins on Gate. So to the extent that that is gone, what I'm going to tell you guys is that the trade game's going to change a little bit, right? But some of those, you got to look at Gala. Same opportunities, same coins. Some of those, as we would look at the at 2021, we had 10 or 15 of those, and I'm just like, give me that football here, boom, wham. But that, like, Gala Games was one. Looking at Gala, it's like brought that day one to VIP. But understand, it's like, that's not a, it was a solid investment. It was like, Snoop Dogg, almost Snoop Dogg territory with his co-op in terms of their gaming and the songs, the $100 million, gaming fund. A lot of those things were coming around in 2021. 2022 is going to have its own opportunity zone, big time, like full on, gangbuster, bring on the money. When we're involved in the market, it's going to be very difficult for us to not be exposed to the opportunities in the market, guys. And so I'm looking forward to L Bank really upping everybody's game in terms of futures. It is a better futures. When I say this, guys, it's a better futures. And as I review the features of the exchange, I like a lot of the application better than Gate. Believe it or not, because Gate was nice. I have reviewed a lot of I said the componentry. I like I like a lot of the features a lot better than Gate. I will just once you try it, once you get into it, guys, just and smooth going into it. There's no need to heavy go it in the beginning at all. Getting used to it is fine, but you guys are quick. You're good at the market. You're going to figure it out quickly, and it's just, guys, the one thing I'll say is this, guys, and I'll repeat this, and you guys know a lot of people get turned off by this, but just as sure as London talks about a prior resistance on an ascending triangle, and that there are orders waiting below at that level to speak of a return to function. You guys know I talk about that all the time, right? How many times have we seen that as a group? And just trust me, right? You see that, trust me, right? I'll say, trust me, return to prior resistance as support, right? That's like, that's easy stuff. That's pre-kindergarten stuff, right? This is not the time. I'm going to tell you guys, it's not the time at all to have an illegal account in crypto. Period. Do not have an illegal account in crypto. That's me talking to you as friends. Period. It's just not time, guys. It's not a fancy time in life to have an overseas illegal account in crypto. Period. It's just not the time, guys. There may have been a great time sometime to do that. It's not the time to do that. I'm just going to say, period. From a VIP standpoint, from my standpoint, like you see a prior resistance turn into a level of potential support and a return to function. And I can say now, just trust me. We see a lot of this in the market, right? It's just not the time, guys. It's just not the time. And really, you guys know me. It's really nor is the place. There are so many attack dogs, whatever you want to call them, whoever they may be, and that would love to make a miserable year for you. Love to do it, guys. You're successful traders. You got everything going. You've just found your key new investment. Oh, yeah. You're part of a hot trade group, VIP. Oh, yeah, baby. They would love to spoil your day, whether or not you're with our group or not, guys. But there's a lot of that going around. Guys, it ain't worth it. It ain't a good time to have an illegal account. I don't care because your friend has one, we have one. I've always had this and that. No, sir. Negative Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. No. I'm just going to tell you guys that because I care about you because you're friends. Period, okay? Dropped out of my shorts in this zone here. Yes, it's a big difference from here to here. You guys know that. Looking at GMT, which had a great day. A little bit of an ascending wedge. Kind of making me think, don't make me short you again. Don't make me short you again. I will short you again in 2 seconds. GMT, don't make me short you again. Nice return, 157%. And just chatting a bit with Angel and the community. Angel saying, I always look forward to the future horizons. Bam. I'm going to put bam, my man. I'll put, this is a good one. All right. Let's put is a good one. Bam. And you guys know that in terms of the dynamics that I bring these dynamics to you guys. So in terms of Gate, like, it's a big deal to me that we brought Gate. It's a big deal it's closing down. Hey, didn't want that thing shut down, as is such kind of getting done. But the other thing is, while L Bank is here and it's capable, we're capable of paying some attention to it and taking advantage of it. That's one of the other deals as well. Like, people could have sat on Gate and not made millions of dollars, period. And it paid, guys. It paid. I don't know if you guys know that, but to various VIP, it did very well in terms of Gate. It did well. But take advantage of the opportunity while it's there, right? L Bank's here. Take advantage of the opportunity while it's here. Okay? Period. Guys know a lot of the wealth on Gate was created in sometimes very specific time slots. Just it was you were there, you had the account, you were set up, ready to do it, and bam, a big market phenomenon happened during the year, right? Some people traded successfully every day, every month, every week, or whatnot. But a lot of it was it was during, like, Sheeb made a lot of money, or Sand made a lot of money, Gala made a lot of. Some of these, the metaverse ran the second wave of let's say that second wave of BTC, right? Got up and out, did well in its journey from 30 to 69, right? So there were a few different moves therein where it was either, you were trading Bitcoin, or you're trading, one of the alt runs when, even on into, you guys know, from like Crow, right? From CRO, crypto.com, when all the exchange tokens went. We went through those phases where that sector of crypto would run, right? So to the extent that we are going to be around and available for some different moves, like what we have had on Gate, just make yourself available. Just make it possible that you can take advantage of some things like that with an account, and it's just important for us. I like you guys doing well. When I see people making millions of dollars, right? When I see people making millions of dollars, I'd like you involved in that crew. Oh, no. No, sir. I don't want to do that. Just come on, guys. When I see people making millions of dollars, I want you involved in that crew, right? There would be other people that wouldn't want you involved in the crew, right? I want you involved in the crew. I want you to make millions of dollars this year. That's a good thing. We have a lot of success we had a lot of success in 2020. 21, and I'm looking forward to that being repeated in 2022. So that is what it is. We got a good group to do that with. Looking at some negative price action. Looking at some negative price action for GMT. GMT, huh? Well, so the bull flag is the bull flag off. Whew, that bull flag's off. We're touching into that territory of oversold. We're about to get into oversold territory on GMT. That's on the 1 minute time frame. All right, the 1 minute time frame. So the other thing that I'll tell you guys to be careful about is your limit or your market order execution. Your market order will charge you more the larger that you go into the market. This just happened to me. A little bit distracted. I'm live right now with you guys. I hit a short right here because I'd gotten out here. You guys know I booked my short here, right? I had gotten back into, or so I thought. I just hit the button on a market short here, okay? Would have been a 50% move. 50, boom, right? Now what happened? I looked back at my screen. I realized I was on limit order. I just pulled L Bank back up. I realized I was on limit order instead of market order. And I looked back and I was like, okay, cool. I'll be able to look at my profits right now. And bam, what happened? I was on limit instead of market. Okay? So be careful. Those little things, the little details like that. And I say when you're distracted, like I'm talking to you guys, doing this and that, everything else, like I should have just clicked up on the top and switched it to market instead of limit order, but it didn't let me in on the limit order. All right? It didn't let me in. Now I'm in a position I missed the move. That's it. I missed a 50% move. And then you start thinking, well, is there still more of the move? Well, I just missed a 50% trade, right? Just booked 157% live here. Could have had it on market order instead of limit order. I had it on limited, didn't want to give it to me, right? Could have given it to me, but maybe my position was out of the market a little bit in terms of that expected limit order. So I'll stay on standby right now. And it could be a phenomenal trade to the downside. It could be, but I want to catch it right here. I really want to catch it here where I entered my order. So few issues like that you're gonna have to remind yourself on L bank. Okay, the market versus the limit order. And if it kicks you out on something like that, just be prepared. Did you miss the trade? I mean, it's a 50%. That was you guys saw that. It was maybe a 1 minute 50% trade. It's a sweet trade, right? That's about my style. Could I just hammer in anyway? So, well, we broke this structure. We're not going up on the, I could do the analysis on it, right? We could definitely do that, but it's a different trade entry now than it was above, right? Different trade entry. So always be aware of that stuff. And those little glitches, right? Just call that a glitch, right? It could have been in the money right now, 50%, right? The momentum's going to continue to go down. Now she's going to really see now what she's doing. Now she's going to make me want to go short, right? Now she's really going to make me want to go short. And I just talked about the fact we don't want to do that, do we? We just don't, because I'm very much the type like that. Just bully into it, and I missed it. Now it's really going down. Now I really wanted the trade. No. Right? That's not the, now it's really going, well, now I really want to get into it. No, if you miss your entry, you miss your entry. That's just it, right? And so I could just sit here and watch this thing go. Go down the tubes, right? Again, you just know me. You know yourself in terms of this. Like, no. You're just gonna sit there and watch it, right? So that's the challenge. I just encourage everybody, just be cautious, because when it's really starting to go, you better be prepared for it to need to go more, right? Because as it's going down, or if it's something's going up, right? What is the problem? It's becoming more competitive in terms of pricing for your market position, right? So it's really going to have to continue to go, right? If it turns on you, it's going to smoke you. It is going to smoke you out of business. I'm going to tell you guys. So understand that price action looks attractive, but you're going to have to really have it move, right? Because it's becoming more competitive on market order. You guys know this. It just is. So always be careful of the fact if you don't get in. I wanted to get in up here. I had a limit order set instead of a market order. I had it on limit. I was going to do limit instead of market. And that is not the case. Let me see. London, I'm really looking forward to peppering in 125x. I've invested and traded 5L, but never 50 or 125x. Smaller increments of gains and a lot quicker timetable of turnover is key, personally speaking, NFA. Yeah, without a doubt. And it's going to be... you're going to enjoy it. It's going to be profitable because you know how to trade You know how to trade a 5x all day long, and you're gonna see quicker price action, and you're gonna hone your skills, Angel. In terms of technicals, you're gonna hone your skills in, brother. It's gonna be just a game changer in terms of how you're gonna develop. You're gonna develop further technically in the market. Your level of precision. You're going from a general direction missile to laser guided, like scoped in. You got to have this. This is going to be a precision instrument. Boom! In terms of your technical, your approach, your entry in the market, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to put precision. Precision, technical entries, and you're so good at what you do in terms of your precise entries in the market. Putting 100% for you because. You are, and you you have the skill set for it, my man. I know this. So, again, the potential for a late entry, right? A late entry is a bad entry, guys. Every time, guys, a late entry is a bad entry. You want this up here. This is where I wanted it. Okay, I released short here. It went up through here. Was 250% in the money here. Cashed out at 157%, right in this zone. Entered short here on the top. Was 250% possible. I saw the bullish structure here, like, fine, I want a triple-digit return. That's it. Okay, I released here. I shorted again right here. I didn't catch my limit order. I didn't catch it. And then in terms of that, I should have had it on market order. I should have just had it on market order. I didn't. I had it on limit order. It didn't execute. So then I have the option of getting in here. And I'm like, I'm late. I know I'm late. And I've talked about this, the understanding that when you're late, this slight delay, like I should have had this on, I should have had it on, always say on market order on the futures. I should have had it on market order here to short this, or you guys flip the script. Just flip it. flip the script in terms of the long, shorts, etc. Right? What I would say is the slightest delay in the market can absolutely annihilate you. It can make it untenable. Don't chase price action when your preferred entry was like right here. I knew the preferred entry was right here. This is where I tried to execute trade. It didn't let me. I was on a limit order instead of a market order. It didn't automatically engage my trade. I don't need to chase price now. I don't need to chase and say, okay, now I'll do a market order down here instead of up here. That's a 50% trade. That's almost a 100% trade right now. Yeah. You got that right. 100 rounds at that threshold is a win-win. Man, just boom. I'm going to put a boom. That's what's up, Angel. That is what's up. You are going to have an awesome year. Without a doubt. With that mindset, it's just going to be awesome. Boom. They don't know what. Let people not know what awesome means. Huh? They think, oh, this, that. I know what awesome means, Angel. I'm going to tell you that. I know what awesome means. Okay, so with the understanding, don't chase a trade. Just don't chase a trade. You will watch it move against you, and boom. You just don't need that. You'll learn that lesson, guys. You'll learn it in terms of the market. It'll present itself to you, and you'll learn it. Okay. So yeah, I had a 200% trade right here quickly, like a quick. It suited everything about me and the trade. Everything. I was excited about that, and no, didn't happen. So we could dig into lower time frames. Take a look at can I still get in? Like I tried to execute here on a limit order. Now I should have had it on market. I flipped back to the. I understand that's an issue. I'd say a glitch. It's always going to default you to limit order. Okay, limit order means you set a price. You wait for the market to pick you up. Right? If it's competitive right here, people loading in. I guess they're loading in. That's the other thing. People loading in on shorts. I saw that as a great trade, but I don't know. Right? So the exchange is a little bit. It just watched me book 57%. After however many other trades today, and so maybe it's a little picky sometimes. It's gonna rearrange me a little bit in terms of my approach. That's not cool. It just is what it is. I hate to say you're going to get singled out if you have too much success on the exchange or otherwise. Well, maybe a little bit. I don't know, guys. People may start watching those. Someone's interested. I don't know. Someone's interested in your returns. I don't know. It's like the what is that? I heard this said one time. I don't know who's behind the curtain. Someone told me one time. They're like, don't mess with Uncle Sam behind the curtain. And it's this big serious dude and all this stuff. And I was like, ooh. I was like, who's behind the curtain? It's like, I don't know. But, I don't mean that really with the exchanges, but I just understand you run into enough interesting situations with exchanges. You guys know that. I thought about this with Dogecoin and some other coins in 2021. Did we go through a short squeeze with Dogecoin? Even with all the talk about it having so much supply and everything else, when Binance shut down withdrawals, etc., was there a squeeze on Doge? Could have been, huh? Just in terms of, I just say shorts or whatnot, I don't know to the extent that options were there, but the overall notion that there just wasn't enough supply to really meet whatever was behind the scenes going on with the exchanges, because we can discuss the other elements in play. Someone did have a big short out on it. I don't know that it would technically be a short squeeze, but I would say was there that dynamic that there was not the exchanges lacked their proper liquidity, right? They lacked their proper they couldn't deliver what they had promised to so it wouldn't be a short squeeze notion necessarily, but they didn't have that the liquidity. The exchanges, I've heard this discussed frequently. You guys know this. I just bring it up for Dogecoin because Doge is back on the map a bit. Doge is going to be an interesting coin in 2022, guys. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting coin in 2022. We're going to be paying attention to it heavily. So we just are in SHIB. Just cool coins, guys. They're cool coins. They got their own kind of business going on. They got some business. USDT.D. And Angel, I appreciate you chatting with me about this stuff. It makes a difference. And man, we got a good track record 2021 in terms of gate, everything else, like just good. Like good, you got to say about it because, we could have gotten in, a lot of different exchanges could have come down the pipeline, right? And it's like, no, this exchange was opportunity and shown with force and effect to create millions of dollars. How about that? Now, if I would have told you that last year, this is the deal. Come on, Angel, think about this. If I would have told you that last year, you would have been like, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, what? Well, but then it happened, and it did it. And with the exchange, everything else. So you got to say, big guy, you got to say. Now I'm having the discussion now in terms of good things, everything else, and all VIP. This is for all you guys. But the Angel did extremely well on Gate. Period. Extremely well. Extremely. Okay. So looking at L Bank, I'm right here, same guy, bringing you, the business to you. All right, bringing you the reins, the horse, the saddle, the everything, and the green pasture. That's cool. Bringing it all. You got to bring it all, guys. So in terms of that, that's exciting for 2022. Be in the mix. Be in the VIP. What's up? Example, one positive trade at 125x with a 3% move is 375% on your money. Yo, that can allow you quite a few rounds for target practice. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, and you will see where your bullseye is. And that's going to be the bullseye is. And you're going to start, the sniper's going to get, sniper is absolute. Right now, we're hitting the target, right? We're hitting the target. You're going to find that bullseye. Literally, it'll get you there, where you're going to find that bullseye. You're going to find the extreme. If you're long 125x, you're going to find no. I need to be all the way over. I need down to the last inch of this centimeter of this price action, right? You're going to find that, and you guys are quick enough. You're good enough with the market that you're going to adapt to that. Now, 125 is 125. Not everybody's going to be good at 125. Not everyone wants to be. What's that, Luna moving? Hold on. I want to see what Luna's doing real quickly. Let me get into the what's green on the screen today. 0.69, not too much. Looking for this potential move here. But you're going to start seeing it's like your level of support is going to be your level of support. It's going to be, you're going to start getting jealous of that level of support. Like if you want to get in on a 50x or even a 20x, that's the other thing. You start with like a 20. You start with 20. Start with a 20x, no problem, right? Looking at, working up from a 5L to maybe a 10. Maybe you want to do 10, right? Maybe you get into, let's see, it's just numbers. That's right. You'll become better at the real estate in the market. It will force anyone to become better at the real estate in the market. Now, because you say, well, something's going to cover a lot of ground, it's really going to go up from here, this and that. That's fine. But you need to start from that little square last inch of where she's going to start. Not generally speaking. When I talk about targets a lot of the times, you guys know this, I talk about like real core acquisitions down to finding the bottom. When I go like on BTC or otherwise, back in 2021, I'm talking about the 5-minute down to these, literally just below you're going to get into price, and it's going to be perfect for you guys. Like Angel saying, holler VIPs if you have to visualize yourself booking 20 to 25 trades in a row, even if it's smaller increments. That's moolah. What's up? I love that. Way to go, Angel. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Holler VIPs. Angel's just saying this, you guys. Hey, what's up, VIPs? You guys chit chat a little. I don't know, Angel. I know they like the market. You guys like the market, right? Because Angel loves the market. I love the market. It's just what it is. He gets excited about it. I do too, guys. It's just good because he's saying, holler VIPs if you have to visualize yourself booking 20 to 25 trades in a row, even if it's smaller increments. That's moolah. VIPs, set your goals high. Boom, bam. Love it. Love it. Bam. That's huge. That's just, that's killer. That's VIP. In the house, guys. In the house. Just the truth. Just the truth. Exciting too, because we, guys, this is why I guess everyone understands, they get it. Like Angel in London, they just love the market. It's like, it's a challenge, man. It's a challenge. I like being number one. I like having the number one group. You guys know this. Period. I like precision market technicals. I like to beat the market. I like to win at whatever I'm doing, guys. Angel saying he always visualizes it, personally speaking. Very important. Visualize success, without a doubt. And there's just no reason really to lose. People who don't want to lose, it's like if you have the desire to not lose, okay, that's a start. Then you got to get the desire to kind of win. Then you got to get the desire to kind of be number one, right? And there's a lot of it's not easy, but it's harder to just be comfortable with losing. Believe it or not, it's harder just to be comfortable with losing, guys. That's my opinion on the matter. I mean, you can sit there and it's like doing push-ups. I tell this to people, and this may not be the best example, but when I'm talking to someone who wants to get in some shape, and I say, dude, do some push-ups every day. And the mental framework to put this into is very interesting, guys, because they'll want to get into shape. They'll need to get into shape. And I'll just say, push-ups are the easiest thing in the world to do. And they'll be like, oh, okay, so how many I have to do a day? Or, they'll start thinking about the exercise or whatever it is. And this is the deal. They will, okay, they will not quite understand, but this is the framework that things are put into. Listen to this, guys. When you do push-ups every day, I don't care if it's 5 or 10 of them, right? It takes more time, literally, to think about not doing the push-up. It takes more effort to consider consistently, I didn't do my push-ups, or the regret factor, I should do my push-ups, or I'm going to delay and do my push-ups tomorrow. I don't care if you're doing 10 push-ups, right? Only 5 push-ups. That's not, the point is you're going to spend 10 to 20 to 100 times the amount of actual time and energy delaying your push-ups, telling yourself you're going to do it. If it's 5, I don't care if it's 5 push-ups, guys. That's the point is 5 push-ups. But you'll spend 10 to 20 to 50 to 100 times the amount of time it would take to literally, guys, literally just do the push-ups. You could have done that in 5 seconds. That's how easy it is for someone to get it. And I just bring that up as an example. Like, oh, I see. Because you can spend literally 30 minutes thinking about or regretting about or, guys, it's easy. You literally sit for 5 seconds and do 5 push-ups. Right? That's the easiest thing in the world. Or you're going to spend 30 minutes. It's that much more difficult. I tell people this, especially guys who tell me, oh, well, I want to get in shape, or I want to, I'm like, and I'll explain that to them. They'll start to understand. But when you do that, and you'd be like, especially if you tell someone, okay, fine, I'll do push-ups every day. I'll do 5 push-ups a day. That's fine. Guys, it's just, you'll spend 100 times the amount of time, or 30. I mean, it takes you 5 seconds, but you'll spend 30 minutes between I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to do that after lunch. I'm going to do that after dinner. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, man, I should have done my push-ups. Oh, man, you'll literally spend like 50 times the amount of time. So I say that because it is the same way with the market. It's just the same way, guys. You can be comfortable not doing real well. You can spend a little bit of extra time in terms of the frameworks, the fundamentals, technical analysis, et cetera, and you can just, it's easier to do things right. It just is. It's quicker, it's easier, everything is like green light means go. That's kind of the mentality. So I bring that up in terms of push-ups because I try and translate that to people. It doesn't always translate real well. So I hope it translates with you guys. Just, you're winners. You guys are good. We're going to do good things in 2022. But that's my example I always bring up. I was, when I was at Duke, I was a assistant strength coach with Sonny Falcone there with the football and the basketball teams for the Blue Devils. So I relate a lot of things to weightlifting, staying in shape, different stuff like that, trying to be a champ on and off the field, etc. So those are the days. Potential ascending triangle in play on GMT. Luna looking at potential on that. I have it on the 77-minute, real smooth. Look at that. Angel and I talking a little bit with you guys about 1,000 a day maximum. There you go. On push-ups. Here we go. That's Herschel Walker stuff. You remember him. He was like that. Your comment on push-ups and the agony about just starting. It's fire. It's the truth. If it just gets started, that's the truth, huh? Maybe that way with 100 rounds. Without a doubt. Let me see what we got here in the back rooms. What do we got in the back room? Pathfinder sent a photo. Hey, this is what I like. Look at Pathfinder. There we go. Look, where we at on where we got this? Let me dig down into. Hold on one second. Let me see what Pathfinder's got in the back. Look at this. 12.35%. Look at that. On a short, 12.35%. Pathfinder, bam. That's it. That's what you got to do. Keep it light. Keep the rounds coming. See what you can do. And I'll tell you, you'll figure out your strategy with it. You'll just figure it out. Sometimes the price is going to work with you. Sometimes, and you'll feel like, man, I just booked like 5 trades. What happened? Then I lost like 5 or 6. Expect it, guys. Expect the market to not be your friend. The exchange is not your friend. I bring this up, guys. The exchanges sometimes are not your friends. I think that somehow things take a turn to where there's a recognition that there's someone probably trading. Somehow you're categorized. Somehow. I say it may be through the amount of your category, maybe through how you trade, but you're paying attention to the technicals. You follow in. It's an electronic interface. So there's probably a lot of electronic diagnostic tools, etc. in the background. They know through what you're trying to do that you've got some skills, okay? And there's a psychology to the market. There's just a psychology to it. And that psychology, that framework of the psychology in the market just is what it is. Expect some blowback when you're firing and hitting bullseyes all the time. Just expect some unnatural wind or some different conditions. Like all of a sudden there's hail and sleet and thunder coming from the clouds. Like, I didn't order this. Like, just expect a little bit of it, guys. Now you're trying to trade at a pro level. Essentially, you're close to being trading at a pro level. So expect some things to be thrown your way to be like, come on, man. Just expect it, like unnatural conditions noted at the range today. Okay, just remember I said that. Looking at I got to look at Kyber again, guys, because Kyber has been awesome. Not the favorite coin to trade. That's fine. GMT's got we like GMT a little bit better. I have to say that. But when it pops up another, I'm going to say when Kyber pops up another 10% here to the upside, if it chooses to, if it so chooses, at this point we're all doubting that it won't, but it's essentially looking at that ascending triangle there. Not poorly indicated there. You're just going to need to be patient with your trades when you guys get into them. And you don't have to make $1 million tomorrow, guys. You just don't. You don't have to make one it doesn't have to be done by Thursday, right? You have to book trades, working on it. You don't have to do it by Thursday. You don't have to do it by Wednesday, Thursday. Like, hit your targets. You can still set limit orders. Get into the framework of still highly probable trades. And nothing wrong with 25x. Want to shout out to Pathfinder. Love that, brother. Very nice return, 12%, man. You're gonna make 12% on a Bitcoin trade in a few minutes or a few seconds. Boom, beautiful. Beautifully well done. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's what it says on there. That's nice. So looking at GMT now, trying to get into the framework of an ascending triangle, right? And as we look at it, buyers need to hold this level of support, right? Trade me nicely indicated up in this area, right? So is a trade indicated right now? Not technically, no, right? If we go through and find some confirmation on different indicators, find maybe how this settled in well as we look at the RSI. So we look at maybe a layover of RSI to CCI, right? As we look at RSI, CCI, MACD, stochastics, right? As we look into some different parameters, we can start to fashion in. When is the drop ripe, right? When is it a good entry? You'll hone those skills in, and you'll realize why I've been talking about CCI, RSI. Maybe some stochastics will find their way into the framework of what you're doing, okay? And to the extent that we can cover more of those indicators to help you with the trade game, that's great. Buy at support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns, and hit your targets. Easy stuff, guys. Easy stuff. And the more that you can put that into play, I'm excited about 2022. And yes, Pathfinder, I want to shout out, and I appreciate you hitting on over into L-Bank. I think I know that it's a nice exchange. London's comments, the market is not your friend. Do you really expect the exchange to be your friend? Not. Boom. And Angel, I know is like preaching to the choir right here, because you know this. Your money has no friends, not even you. This is what Angel's saying. Your money has no friends, not even you. You're just its keeper. P.S. You will be just its keeper if you don't learn how to respect it. 100%, personally speaking. Boom. Hey, there you go. Just its keeper. There you go. And they don't expect a lot of it's like money is a little interesting, guys. when you deal with a lot of money. This for some reason this ascending triangle here on Kyber does have my attention just a touch. Yeah, watching that on the top right. But yeah, it's just guys, it's a electronical framework that the more that you the more you think that you master it, and it owes you, right? The framework, electronical framework, SHIB here on the bottom left. Yeah, it can have an unpleasant way of surprising you. And I'll just say this: be prepared. So look at the DOGE here in terms of its pattern formation. It's hit again on that golden pocket. Just be prepared to be disappointed or shocked or this or that from time to time. And you gotta. What would I say? You gotta bust through the challenges with exchanges, with finances, with everything. And I'm not setting anything up for anything other than a realistic encounter 2022 with success, knowing it's not all handed to you. It just is not. It's like, well, I'm going to join the group. It's going to be perfect, and I'm going to have no struggles. Guys, learning how to master those struggles or to get through the struggles or at least expecting those struggles, right? And having a realistic framework of expecting those struggles is I'd say a big part of the equation in terms of success. Right? Realize that, yeah, like Angel says, it's just you can just be the keeper of money, right? It can that dynamic's important. I'll reread what you said. Money has no friends, not even you. You're just its keeper. You will be just its keeper if you don't learn how to respect it, personally speaking. There we go. And, yeah, well said. So looking at a potential for a move here on Luna towards the bottom, the framework there. And it's real easy, this. We talk about, very frankly, never overexposed. Finding those opportunities of price action, very important. You guys will, the more you deal in leverage this year, you'll find out that why I've been kind of focused on price action. And now with leverage, you can essentially dial the price action up or down, right? We still need it to move. When you look at the screen on the right-hand side, you see prices moving. Are they moving? Are they moving? Are the prices moving? I need price to move, right? Price, are you going to move? Right? As you look at this, is the price moving? Hello, is the price moving? We're in the market. I need the price to move, right? Barely, right? That's challenging when you want to trade. Yeah, when you sit there and you're staring at your computer, it's like nothing's moving, right? Now, some of this is dialed in quite succinctly, right? Or quite narrowly. But looking at this is like we want price to move. If it moves, it's fine. If it moves for or against the market, that's fine. I just want it to move. I don't like these pauses in the price. I don't like this stagnancy. It's like someone's got a hold on the price. But if you click your mouse pointer on the price on Trading View, and what does it do? It's interesting. You got the hand feature. It literally just grabs price. It just grabs. That a finger turns into a grab, right? Boom. Like the hand is holding the price. It literally feels like it feels like that's occurring at times in the market. We don't like that feeling. You guys know that. We need price to move. Price action. We're looking for price action. 2022. And in addition to lower level accumulations, right? Let's see what. Hey guys, what's up, Mastermind? I hope you're doing good. Pathfinder's absolutely correct. Says Angel, small moves, consistency. There we go. Will amount to a larger move later. There we go. Don't think you're going to conquer the market overnight. Never. There we go. Let's go to Melliner. We're trading GMT right now. Had a move today. There's Pathfinder slamming in 157%. Boom. Decided to close that short. Just decided to close that short. Was up to 250, man. I just let it go a little bit. Thought I'd maybe close something live, do something fun like that. So that was good. Nice to see people trading in VIP, talking over things with Angel Miner, Base Camper. What's going on? Hey. I want to say hey to you. Howdy. But howdy. There we go. But a cowboy. What's up? Let's see what we got in terms of the additionals. We're just excited about 2022, everything that it brings, the challenges, the framework. Gate exchange is over, and that date is about here, right? So in terms of those transfers, it's just easy. It's going to be an easy layover into L Bank. is going to be nice. And looking at the framework from 2021, a lot of success was had on Gate. Really excited that I was able to bring that to the community. That was a good thing. And yeah, Angel, I'm glad you had success on it. You had a lot of success on it, so that's a good thing. And L Bank is waiting for you. Glad that you signed up, and I'm looking forward for you to get more involved. You'll be impressed. Okay, not everything's going to be perfect, but you will be impressed with the exchange. Okay, so looking at GMT, we're looking at GMT because it had a big run up yesterday. It's a 30x coin overall, right? It's one of the best moving coins in the market in 2022. So we've been paying attention to it, and VIP have been trading it since lower levels, holding some, but trading since that. As that 30x is accumulated, VIP have been trading, hopefully beating that 30x, right? Hopefully beating that 30x. Single Luna in, again, a bit of a channel formation here. Looking at this bull flag. I'd go in the hourly for the potential for that bull flag would be sweet. Yes, indeed. Just back up to that top line resistance is looking at what, guys? Is looking at 6.78, right? One thing I'll say about leverage, guys. This is an absolute truth on leverage. If you're getting wiped out on leverage too frequently and it's uncomfortable, what is the solution? Lower leverage. Now, if you don't like that solution and you keep getting wiped out and you decide you don't like leverage, that's your fault. That ain't the fault of anybody but you, that you decide, well, you need to still have it at that level of leverage. So in terms of that, just understand also with higher leverage comes lower capital requirement, period. Higher leverage, lower capital requirement. It's a great formula, but you have to be able to deploy the technicals on your screen. You have to be able to communicate with your dollars and cents on your exchange, the technicals on your screen, and focus and apply TA and apply your trade game to the 2 and 3 year account. If you can't do that, to the extent that you're limited in doing that, you need to up your game. All right, if you want to stick at that high leverage situation, you just do. And if it's uncomfortable, don't let it be a reflection on anything other than just maybe it's an indication that that something in the equation needs to change, and it can very easily. Either it's a simple component like lowering leverage, or going back to spot altogether, or trading spot full time, no problem. Yeah, that's no problem. But as you would look at the one of the portions of the equation, the variables in the equation, also is that you up your game. You up your ability to deploy technicals to comprehend what's on the screen right now, right? It's just real simple, from USDT.D, tether dominance, right? From correlatives, non-correlatives, 68, let's say the 61.8, 65th, the 86, right? In terms of your levels of exposure, right? As I talk about GMT, shorts deployed above, boom, 20 plus levels of orders. Okay, right? You know, you may come into the mindset of thinking that maybe the market is a bit more capable of facilitating a solution to whatever problem you're engaged in or whatever problem you're facing in the market. It may be more capable than you can imagine, guys. You're having a problem with catching the top. You can't catch the top, man. You don't know what to do. What about 21 levels of shorts? You want to catch the top? What about you put in 21 levels of limit orders above it? Yeah, the market is probably more capable of assisting in some sort of a solution for you than you're going to realize at first blush, right? Then you're going to realize just right off the cuff, right? So, yeah, there you go. You want to hit the top? No problem. You want to hit the top? Bam. Done. That's going to be easy, right? You just need the proper framework. So look at that. And I always say this to people. It's not if you can make money. It's how much money you can make. That's the problem, guys. It's not if you can make money. Typically, you can make money. The people who have problems in the market, they're trying to make too much money, right? They're trying to get too aggressive on something. They have expectations. They want to multiply their entire account by 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 this year, right? Well, you know, and if that's why you're in crypto, hey, that's okay. That's okay. Those opportunities do present themselves in crypto, but as you're wanting your whole account to go up 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, you have to understand that the game is going to be difficult for you and require potentially a lot of patience, and there's going to be a level of uncertainty in that, right? You may have read that story, and that's why you're in crypto. I want to multiply my whole account by 100. You know, your whole account by 100. How about you go with a play that potentially it could go 100x? We're going to go one trade, maybe go 100x. Okay, just one trade. Or you say, well, I think over the next 5 years, this coin will go up 100 times. Cool. Then you're probably not trading. And it's difficult for you to be in the market. It's difficult, listen, guys, for you to be in the market trying to behave like a trader when your mindsets may be geared for a 100x 5-year hold, right? And I just say that realistically because if your goal is to multiply your entire account by 100, that just may not be realistic, right? Not that it can't happen with certain coins, right? It's just that just is what it is. So let's see what we got on the hunt here, and that time factor, not wanting it to take too much of your time, right? We had a nice bull flag here. I shorted, I let out, I did this, I did that. One thing you're going to become comfortable as well with your takes in the market. That's my goal for you guys, 2022. Angel, as you get over to L-Bank, I want you to be more comfortable with your time. Just enjoying some trades. There you go. And I'm doing the same thing with you, brother. I just got back in after a short release here at 157%. I just got back in for a real quick let me see what I got. Let me see what I got in terms of the. But in terms of the, what did Pathfinder do? A 12% deal there. Let me see in terms of his trade. I'm trying to get something on the side. Just got a message, and let's see what we got here. Let me see. Yeah, just having a good time with your trades, guys. Relaxing, letting the market come to you. Is the price action there right now? Does it accommodate your schedule? Right? We're going to get to the point where we're going to try and make our skill sets more to where we're more capable of taking advantage of the market, kind of at a time and place of our own choosing, right? Not that we have to be involved in it 24/7, 365, right? We don't want that. Not all day, all night. Doge all day, Doge all night. And I'll sit down with Doge for 5 minutes. Move a percent for me. I hit you on a 50x, right? And we just got to move there. That's nice. I just popped a little trade on that. Boom, 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 right through here on GMT again. And 157 on the short. There's Pathfinder, 12.35. There's a 37. Just fine. Give me 30, 40%. Boom, no problem. Good. I'm happy, right? Do I want a big trade? I want another 100x? Sure. But I'm happy, right? I'm cool with the price action. I don't have any problems, right, with booking a trade. I don't have to spend hours and days, right? If I want to go complicated, get into really catching the top and square away my orders. But I'm fine. We get together once a day. I'm fine booking a trade online once a day, or 2 trades online once a day. I want you guys to be able to master that skill in 2022. That's my goal for you guys. And if you haven't joined VIP, I want you guys to join VIP because we got a great group, and we're gonna have a lot of fun in 2022. What do we got with Pathfinder? That's the attitude, says Angel. As you learn how to use your sword according to the market is coming to you. London's analogy on the market not being your friend but being your foe. It's my exact interpretation of the market, and I know that you connect with that well, Angel, without a doubt. It's just not. People have the impression that they understand the market, they want it to work well. Now they're gonna do well in the market, right? It's not, guys. That's not the market. The market is not always your friend. The market can be tough. The market can be aggressive. The market can be very unfriendly. You have to think 95% of the people lose in the market. Guys, the market's not supposed to be your friend. The market's, is the most challenging thing you may be able to encounter, right? So we're looking at the potential here for a bull pennant on GMT. in the micro. Resistance support. It would be great to get a breakout of resistance. And I took the short orders away up and above. So we'll see if this is going to be a strong enough formulation, which I might play this in a breakout trade to the upside. But in the meantime, just booked 157%, booked 37%, just boom, boom, just quick moves, whatever the market's willing to give me kind of during our stream. And guys, I appreciate you guys being here. Let's see, in terms of Bitcoin, I'll send you guys some charts on that. Nice to see we didn't have that one-way ticket downtown. Yeah, I said that last night to VIP. It's like there's a one-way ticket downtown on BTC. I ain't going. Just didn't think we were going to have negative prices. So nice to see, bam, a good move to the upside. And in terms of this, I'll update you guys in the back again in terms of BTC. And what we got going on technically running into this line of resistance is going to be a feature on the hourly. Just go to the hourly. I think that's going to be a nice area of interaction. We have a few different looks at that. I say at a descending wedge here, which is a nice framework to look at in terms of BTC and how she's coming together in terms of the price action. And let's see if I can do this here. Just something along these lines, right? Looking at a counteractive or contraindicated, a bullish pattern in the context of a bearish dynamic of the, I'd say this still existing notion of the bear flag, right? So we have the bulls excited about this. We just do. This line of resistance is incoming on that hourly, right? I'd like to break out of that line of resistance. I just would. That would be me. I'm a bull, right? The market's going up. The market's going down. You know, I'm a bull. We're bulls here. We like to push into price. That's part of our mindset in terms of the market. We want higher price. We're always ready for lower prices, guys. Orders waiting below the levels of support, right? Buy and support, sell at resistance, trade your patterns. So we'll be looking for a potential breakout incoming of this specific framework. Level of support, level of resistance, right? We'll be looking for that, and we'll be cautious of the dynamics that exist on the candle wicks. Okay, in terms of the true breakout of this, looking for the dynamics on the trading on the candle wicks, being that most exterior feature there. I'd say 4 hourly would be nice to get a candle set out up and above on the 4 hourly. I think that's reasonable. Some people may play it before a breakout. Believe it or not, some people may carry a position into that resistance and maybe add in after it would break out with a breakout feature or confirmation. Some people won't wait for a confirmation. Right? Is it technically required on a specific wedge? Is it technically required? A confirmation is technically required. You can look up you can look that up in terms of a technical requirement on a wedge necessarily. We don't always get it, guys. The maxim is this: show me prior resistance, I'll show you orders at that level. So if we get out up and above, you will have parked every time on a breakout. I'm going to say almost every time, guys, if not 99% of the time, 99.99% of the time, any breakout of prior resistance, you'll have orders parked there. You'll have orders parked there by the market. Whether or not they're picked up, guys, that's going to be up to the it's going to be up to the market. If there's enough bullish power, it takes off. Kyber, still a nice pattern there. Ape, ascending wedge. And what do we got in terms of resistance support here on GMT? Just a hot moving coin. One of the best moving coins 2022. Want to make sure you guys are plugged into it. Luna on that bull flag. We got Phantom has been down. Gala been down. Just think of those off the cuff, right? Gala approaching like interesting territory. You guys got that? Just a interesting coin. And Sheev, mighty Sheev. Just chill on out here. Just go ahead and give us a runway. I don't even think anyone cares if she decides to park a little lower for a minute. That's fine. Just give us that time, because we want to see and we want to experience that nice run to the upside again. We want another opportunity to make 10x, right? If she needs to get down to accommodate that, then fine. If DOGE needs to get down further to accommodate what? We want another 10x, right? And you talk about leverage, guys. You want to talk. 15x. There we go. We want another 15x, another 10x. You want to talk about, well, why would you need leverage? Why would you need? Yeah. Boys, you want to talk about some cash, some green being made, catching these moves? Hello. On 20X, on 50X, it ain't going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you guys that. There's some different strategies potentially in play that we potentially could discuss. I suppose we can get through that, guys. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Appreciate everybody being here today, and it's been huge. I'm going to say huge in terms of today. It's been a nice chat with Angel, without a doubt, my brother. Much love to you. Hope everything's going good. And appreciate everybody being here in terms of the entirety of the folks that are talking, not talking. I know there's a lot of guys in the background that don't want to talk. You know, guys, I'm a good guy. You got to understand I'm a good guy. I know you guys are too. So that's the easy stuff about it at all times, guys. Just stay focused in the market. Consistency and discipline, two characteristics that will get you where you want to go. Consistency and discipline. Let's see if we can get a breakout on this to the upside in terms of GMT. Hope you guys are trading. This is London with